Hello. We're back again with another vintage sale. Today is jewelry. We've already got lots of people here. Fantastic. A nice surprise. I know I forgot to mention it last night. We are out in the front for a change. Decided that the sun's coming in the window. Might as well do it out here. So we're having a vintage sale. Um, I have the jewelry is so perfect. Like it is. I've got some really great stuff today. In fact, I also have a grab bag, a 5 pound. Well, I don't know if I should call it a grab bag. It's like a mystery bag. So a 5 pound, like literally, it's 5 pounds of jewelry, not even including the box. So that'll be a little bit later. Mm. So how we doing? Yes, it is just a really nice day again. You missed last night's sale. Ooh, well, you're here. You're here. And Monday, I've got another one. I've got another one. I have a regular vintage sale Monday, more at noon. Well, hello. So yeah, it'll be all jewelry today. I was just going through something I recently got. It's a whole bunch of sewing stuff. So I might have to do a sewing sale. Just just like it's like thread and fabric, and there's these really cool gingham cardboard boxes that you can like assemble. They're about like this big. They're really cool actually. They're very 50s. Well, I think they are from the 50s. So I've got those, like some sewing stuff. I could do a sale just for sewing stuff. But today we've got jewelry. I already have the first little grouping of stuff that we're going to do, and it's flamingo brooches. So, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 flamingo brooches and then one like pendant, and it's going to be choice. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Flamingos. How fitting. There are some really special things here today. I do have some silver too. I do. So, all right. We've got 80 something people. I think we are ready to go. Are we at the right time? I think we are. I think we're right on the money here with the time. The thing is, YouTube doesn't like to tell people right away. And so I'll start very soon. Oh, and I will be doing some more of my pins a little bit later. My brooches. I thought, well, you know what? This is a jewelry sale. That you could put those on your ear. Well, so we can do those later. My little my logo pin. So lovely. Okay. So got about 100 people. All right, so I am going to start now. The brooches. I already put them on my little board here. Let me bring this down. Here we go. So we're going to do choice on the flamingos. You can see this one here has a lot of it's older looking. It's missing some stones. Now you could put some stones in there. Then there's this one that's kind of like plasticky. Actually, is it though? I don't know. It looked like it. Then there's this is pottery. This is like a pendant right here. The thing is, I'd like to get closer, but this board is so long that I'm trying to push it forward and it's running into the handle. Yikes. And then here we go. And then there's this one over here. And then there's the big one right over there. So we're going to do choice, and we're going to start it at $10 each. So the person that is the high person will get to choose which one they want to do. Any number of them, So we've got this one. Now this big one here. I'm looking at it, making sure there's nothing. That one has no missing stones on it at all. This one here, no missing stones. This blue one over here, it has the ones you can obviously see that are there. I just have to do close like this, I think, so you can see. Isn't that beautiful? That one's blue, a blue flamingo. So we're at $10 each choice on the flamingos. So that's a brooch. Here's this one. Okay, now this one, I don't know. I feel like it needs some, it looks beautiful, but then like I'm looking at the back of it and I don't know what's going on. Like there's just like a piece to it. Maybe it needs like some kind of a glued brooch back to it. Put the brooches at the bottom. Oh, duh. Yeah, okay. What a dork. I'll just put them down here. I was thinking to put them up here because there's hooks up there and it would keep them from sliding down, but as long as my camera is angled down, it's not a problem. Okay, much better. So these are the options here. So I love all the fuzz. So we've got the old brooches. So you get to choose what you want to do. We're at $14 each for each one of these. And the way it works is I'll start counting it down soon, and then the high person will get to choose whatever they want here, and then we'll go back to, and we'll just kind of slide back to the person behind them, and then they'll get a choice, and that's how that goes. So you could just call out what you want when we get there. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we're at $14 each for the Flamingo brooches. I am going to start counting down now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, do we ever stop per person? I don't know if Sean even made it. I don't know. I'm like not even thinking, am I? Huh. I think we need to get a stopper person. But luckily nobody was flying at the end, so that was good. So we didn't have to have any people fighting. Okay, so summertime we'll do the just a minute. We'll do the bid end for the ones going forward. So that means Shirley Pearl. Okay, so Shirley Pearl, you get to choose which ones you want to do here. You just call them out by like a descriptor. The multicolor, this one. So this one by itself. Okay, so let me write you down. Then we're gonna go back to the person before you. let me nuts. The only problem is I got to do it all myself. So that's the multicolor, but we prevailed last time. We really did. Multicolor Flamingo. And that was at $14. Shirley Pearl. Now, the person before you was Carol Campbell. So, Carol, you get to now decide upon these at your $13, the blue one. Okay, so Carol Campbell's at 13 on the blue one here. That was for 13. Make sure I write clearly. CarolCampbell. Blue Stone Flamingo. Okay, now the person before that was, oh, okay, well then it was back and forth between you two. So what we're gonna then do was we'll run the batch again. So we'll start them at $8 each. So they're $8 each for the brooches. We've got this one. All the stones are there. Why do you got fuzz on your face, you dork? Okay, so all the stones are there. This one though needs like a clip back or something. And then this one is pottery. It's a pottery flamingo. This is like a pendant. It needs to just hang from a chain or something. It's just metal. And then there's this one here that's sort of this kind of plasticky material. So we're at $8 each right now. And, well, we're at 9 actually. I'll start counting it down soon enough, but you get to choose whichever the ones you want at the price it is. Here we go. I'm counting. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once we see the stop, then we'll give it, we'll figure out what you want to do. So, all right, the high person was dungaree. Dungaree, which one would you like, or which ones, plural? You get to decide. They're $9 each for you. You just let me know. Got that one, that one, that one, that one. And then after that, we'll go back to the person just before you. And at that point, I might set them aside, whatever's left, and we can come back to them later in some sort of grouping. Pink and rhinestones. So this one by itself, or this one and this one? Pink and rhinestones. Probably this one if you said pink and rhinestones. Okay, so I'll put that one now. So that's the pink rhinestone. Right. Pink rhinestone. Yeah, okay. And that one was for $9. Trying to remember. Dungaree. And the person before you was Carol Solinsky. Okay, so Carol at $8. Which ones, or do you want any? For $8 each for or I just said that. $8 each. Those are the ones remaining. And after the flamingos, we're going to do some bracelets, I think. Yeah, I've got some really... Oh, you want the rest? Okay, so Karen would like the rest. Get up here. Okay, so let's write those down. We're going to write down brown, flamingo, pink, ceramic, and silver, flamingo, pendant. And that's $8 each. Karen, Susu. How do you spell your name? Come back here, lady. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Cielinski. Perfect. Thanks so much for all of you. You think the silver is an emu? I don't know. It looks very much like a flamingo. Some of those birds look very similar, though. All right, now we're going to reset the board. We're going to reset the board. We're doing some bracelets. So I've got this really pretty floral one here with these flowers. Isn't that pretty? What is that little thing hanging from it? Oh, it's like they're like little, there's like little ones too, like little flowers in there. So there's this one. That'll be option 1. And then we've got these umbrellas, like these like April showers. Aren't those adorable? Now let me check. Now I'm gonna look at all the stones to make sure. We don't want any missing stones, do we? Nope, no missing stones. Isn't that beautiful? April showers. Although April's over, but showers all over. Let me open that one up so we know what the size is too. Do I have another bracelet? Oh, I do actually, but that one goes with the necklace. So maybe I should not put that one in here. Let me see if I have one more bracelet. I wasn't gonna do any more bracelets. But... No. Is that a bracelet? No, that's not a bracelet. What is that? Actually, that's the only... Wow, okay. That's the only 2 bracelets I have. Okay, so you're going to do choice on this. I'm going to measure them too, so you can know if your wrist will work with it. These are the 2 options. Now we're going to start them at $12 each. And you get to choose. Okay, so the umbrellas are 7 inches. And the other one is 8 from like the clasp to it. So the flowers are a little bit longer because it looks like it has some sort of like maybe an extension piece right here. Oh, yes, it is. So there's this extension piece I'm just now noticing. So it would be a 7 or 8 because of what they did. So, well, actually the extension's over here too. I guess it's just part of it. Well, really, you could kind of, you know how you could do different things. Oh, let me get the camera angle better. Okay, so you get to choose what you want to do here. We're at $12 each. The umbrellas are super fun, like the little rain umbrellas, and then the flowers are super fun too. All the little flowers. So this one is 7-inch. The umbrellas would fit a 7-inch wrist, and this one 8-inch. Aren't they beautiful? Oh yeah, I was supposed to put them down closer to the end here so you could see them closer. I think we're at 12, or we might have a tie at 12. I don't know. $12 each choice on the bracelets. There we go. There's these little rhinestones in the umbrellas. They're so pretty. Can you see? Okay, there we go. This one has a fun little clasping mechanism, little S closure. And then there's the other side of that one. And then the umbrellas, we got this little, what do you call that, a C clasp? And then all the little umbrellas with the rhinestones on their tops. How adorable. Well, I'm going to start counting it down. You'll get to choose what you want to do. There's 2 different choices here. Oh, no, I don't think they're signed. I don't think I saw anything like that. They're just pretty costume jewelry pieces. Here we go. I'm going to start counting, though. We're at 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So whoever ends up being the top person will get their first choice, and they can do one or both. That's how that'll work. So Emlyn Newton at 19. Would you like umbrella or flower, or both? You get to choose. Oh, fantastic. So Emlyn Newton for both, and that's $19. Where'd my pen? Oh, there it is. Let's write. I feel like looking down there is just, this is a jewelry sale, not down there sale. Okay. Ooh, Emlyn Newton. Let's write you down. What shall we do next? We're going to write down umbrella, bracelet, and flower. Bracelet. Wonderful. More brooches? Okay, so I have some really cool fish brooches. Like, they're pretty darn cool. So, and don't forget, I have a mystery bag. I'll do a little bit later of jewelry. And it's not like it's not all damaged or anything. Some of it's just like, Okay, so here's the options. Well, that's not a fish, that's a turtle. Should we just do all like little sea animals in one line? I think we should. So this is all sea animals. So we've got this brooch with the turtle. That's what that one looks like. I'm just gonna do close-ups first so that you can see this. There's the back of it. That's one option. Then we have this articulated fish. Actually, this is more or less like a pendant kind of a piece. So you can hang it right there. Okay. Then look at the seahorse. Isn't that stunning? It is so cool. All the little blue stones. See, there's the seahorse brooch. That's another option. Look at this seahorse. It's so pretty. Here's another seahorse. Now this one might have some stones missing down here towards the bottom, unless they designed it to just not have any down there. I don't know. But it's, oh, So retro. I mean, it's old. There's that one. Here's a fish. Very retro looking fish. This one says Japan on the back of it. These are all choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I stop there? I've got enough to do another set of fish and frogs. I'll just add more. Here's another one. There's this fish. You choose that one. Big brooch. Not a big brooch. Here's another pendant. This one looks more like a cloisonne style because it's more or less dimensional and two-sided as well. And so it's a pendant piece. Really, really cool. Okay, and then there's this made in Korea. Little fish. That one has sort of like a texture on it. You'll get to choose. And then the last one in this grouping is a frog. It's a frog, little frog. Okay, so I'm gonna put them all on the camera, and then we'll start bidding. We're gonna start them at $12 each. The high person will get to choose any number of them that they want, and then we'll go down the list from there, working our way down the bidding. You know how that goes. Okay, so let's bring it back here. And here are our pieces. No, I don't believe I saw any signatures really. I mean, one said like made in Korea, one was marked Japan. They're costume jewelry. That turtle is so cool. That one is. I mean, there's definitely I love the seahorses. I love that silverfish. I love the cloisonne fish. I mean, all of them, really. So you get to choose. We're at $12 each. So we'll just kind of scan them so you can see what we have here. I feel like it's blowing. I feel like the color's blowing out. It's because, here, let me put my hand with it. There. It's like blowing out because of the black background. There's the fish, the seahorse, the articulated pendant. There's that silvery one with like kind of like mirrors on it, it looks like. The cloisonne fish pendant. This little old fish. The frog brooch. This turtle brooch. And this fish brooch. All the brooches. They're all sliding down the darn thing. So yeah, you get to choose what you want to do. I think we're at, actually it went away. I can't see what's going on. But those are the options. So pretty. So many interesting options here. The seahorses, I think, are maybe my favorite because you just don't, like that one is adorable. Really, quite literally. The black one, so retro and 50s looking. I mean, my goodness. The articulated fish, so unique. It has the red eye on both sides. Ooh. Adorable. The cloisonne fish pendant, two-sided, dimensional. I mean, amazing. I'm going to start counting down. You get to choose what you want to do here. Any choice, any number of them, the high bidder. And here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Brooch Brigade. Is that a t-shirt? It should be a t-shirt probably. So, looks like we've got Pam Clift for 17. So, Pam, you've got the first option here. You could choose any number of them for 17 each. Just name them, and then we'll go to the next person behind you, and so on and so forth. So you get to choose what you want to do. They're just so festive, aren't they? It reminds me just of like nautical and the water and everything going on. The articulated fish. Okay, let's write you down. Let's write you down so we don't forget it. Articulated fish brooch. For 17, that's Pam. CLIFT, I believe it was. Yes, and I think you're a new buyer too, which is amazing. Now, the next person behind you, Linda Imbus for 15. Linda Imbus, which ones would you like for $15 each? Here are the options left. And if whoever's behind her, if you can kind of get your ideas together, so then, you know, we can keep it flowing too. Here are the things. So these each are brooch. Well, most of them are brooches except for a couple that are pendants. And they're $15 each right now. Choice. Let's see where we are. So let's see, that one would go to, double check them right. So Linda Imbus has the choice, and then we could go back at that point to Heidi. Okay, the big fish turtle. The big fish turtle. Big fish and the turtle, maybe. Wait, what? The big fish and the turtle? You got these two. Just say yes or no. Those two? And then Heidi, if you can get your ideas together for your what you had in there. So that one was 15. Whoops. Is it these two? Linda? The big fish and the turtle? Is that right? I'm not sure. And then after that, then we'll go to Heidi for her choice at, I think she was at 14. Linda, did you leave? Oh, no. Frog, big fish. Wait. No frog, big fish. Oh, not the turtle. The frog and the big fish, right? Okay. Where did I get turtle from? That's my problem. I always get turtles mixed up, I guess. Could have sworn you said turtle. Okay, so the frog and the big fish. No frog. Okay. So, I lost how much that was. What was it? Was it 15, I think? Yeah, I think it was 15. So that's the big fish. We're in right colorful on there, so I know. And then she said turtle first. Oh, so you changed it. And then the turtle brooch for 15. And those, let me write you down. And then Heidi, you'll be next for, I think it was 14. Linda Imbus. Okay, so now we're at 14 for Heidi. So the options left for $14 each. I'm surprised my little seahorse is still here. I really am. Is the turtle gone? Yeah. Okay, I'm over it. So what we're gonna do is we'll put those away for later, and we'll just move on because that's what we're doing. So now, unless you say that you wanted something else, but okay, I'll worry about that later. So now we're gonna move to something else. Why don't we do America is happening? Wait, what? She wants frog, not turtle. She wants frog, not turtle. Yeah, I wrote her down for the frog. Right? Turtle is what am I missing? Linda is getting the frog and the big fish. That's what she said, right? And then, oh wait, what am I? Oh, is the turtle gone? No, the turtle's still here. What is my, in my mind, I cannot get turtles and frogs separated. I've got the turtle. So do you want the turtle then for 14, Heidi? This is the turtle brooch. Goodness gracious. It must be, I must have an issue in my brain, clearly. Okay, so 14, that's for H-E-I-D-I. Come back here. D-P-O-T-T-E-R. So that's for the, you're kidding. I literally wrote turtle brooch on the other one. Frog. Heidi gets the turtle. How can I be that stupid? I don't know. Turtles and frogs, they're two different animals. Or amphibians, or whatever they are. Got it. Okay, now we're going to switch it to a mix between art glass, like Murano, and USA. Can you use Scrabble letters? What? Oh! I'm like, you want me to sell Scrabble letters? That would be really intelligent, using little Scrabble letters. It really would. Okay. Why don't we do America next? So I've got, like, okay, here, I'm going to show you what they are, and then I'll put them on the board, and then we can go for it. So you've got Liberty Bell. This is a Liberty Bell brooch. That'll be one option. You've got American flag brooch. That's another option. You've got USA spelled out. That's another option. 4th of July is happening again, I hear. So, and then we've got a giant flag. Well, it's larger than the other one. And it has like a little, that's adorable. Another brooch. And then there's actually another Liberty Bell. Is this one the same one? No, it's a duplicate. I've got 2 Liberty Bells. 2 Liberty Bells. All right, so those are that's the America collection. Now you'll get to, we're going to start them at $12 each for the brooches. They're all brooches in this case, so that's pretty fun. And I'll show them on the screen, and then we'll go for it. The high person gets choice at any number of them, and any choice of what's there. So, bring on the camera. Here we go. So, you get to decide what you want to do here. We've got 2 Liberty Bells, USA, 2 flags, 2 different sizes. I think we're at $20 each with Kathy's silk. I like a lot of them. Like the USA is really fun too, because like that's just the fun little font on there, kind of retro looking. Probably is, obviously, but Liberty Bell. Why does it like to blow out? I know why, but it's so annoying. You want to put it on black so that it shows up clearly, and then it wants to blow out the color. So you got to put a finger in there, which defeats the purpose. Okay, so there, you've got Liberty Bell, you got flag, you've got another Liberty Bell, you've got USA, and you've got this other flag over here. Those are the options. I'm going to start counting down since we're at $20 each, and here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, whoever's the high person will get to decide what they want to do here. You just list which ones you want. So it's Kathy at $20. You can choose. You have the choice of any of these. That is correctamundo. 2 Liberty Bells, 2 flags, and a USA. Let's see here. My chat likes to go away and it confuses me. So, okay, so Kathy will let me know what she wants out of these. And then after that, okay, so the USA and flag. Now let's which flag? There's the big flag and the small flag. But I'll start writing you down. So Kathy's silk for the USA, she wants, I'm gonna assume you want the big flag. I won't assume that, but I'll write it. I'll start writing your stuff down. So Kathy's silk 20 and 20. USA and the big flag. Okay, big flag. Now, that leaves 2 Liberty Bells and the American flag. And so the person after the 20, or right before, the other option, the other person is Karen Selinsky for $12. Okay, so Karen, they're $12 each. You let me, okay, no thanks on the rest. So now what I'm gonna do is actually run the rest together. You're gonna get all 3 and we're starting them at $12. Stop blowing out. There we go. So 12, you're gonna get all 3. We're starting them at $12. They're all 3 brooches. Liberty Bell, and flag. So right now we're at 12 with Linda. Yeah, these are identical. So if you've got twins or something, I don't know, or put one on each breast and hang that one from your nose. I don't know. So they're adorable. There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly ready to go. So we're at $12 for all 3 of them. That is like $4 a brooch. I'm going to start counting down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's 2 Liberty Bells and a flag. 2 Liberty Bells and a flag. Just a minute. Okay. So 2 Liberty Bells, 2 bells and flag for 12. That's a good price. And that goes to Linda Imbus. Linda Imbus. Thanks so much. Okay, now, I'm trying to decide what we want to do here. Why don't we just do some well, I've only got 2 of those regular, but let's do some more interesting brooches. So we're going to do a mixture of brooches now. So this is going to be different. Well, actually, I don't want to make it too different. I want to make them kind of similar. Okay. Here, there's just 3 options. Now, you get to choose what you want to do. I didn't show them to you at first. This is the first option. Okay, little brooch here with pastel leaves. Here's the next option. The blue, isn't that beautiful? That is so stunning. All the colors. That's kind of patriotic too. And then we've got a dimensional umbrella. We're going to start them at $10 each. And you get to decide what you want to do. You get to choose your brooch. So we're starting them at $12. You get to choose whichever of the 3 you'd like or any number. After these 3 brooches, we're going to mix it up and we're going to sell some real silver. Some real silver. There we go. So those are the 3 options. Beautiful for spatial skies. The umbrella is pretty. It has like little jewel tones on the things. I know. And that one's very pastel and has like little looking pearl looking things. I think we're at 12 with Judy Wyckoff. And you get to choose your brooch. Oh, let me show the backs now. I'll just flip them all over. There's the back of that one. Here's the back of this one. And the back of this one. Okay. Well, I'm going to start counting it down. And the high person will get the first choice at whichever one of these or multiple they would like. We're at 14 each with Judy. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the high person will get to decide which of these they'd like at, okay, Judy, 17, you get the first option. Emlyn, you're a little late with your 18. And so Judy, you get to decide which of the three you'd like or any number for your 17. And I'm gonna start to prepare to write this so that we can be on the fly here. Middle one. My favorite. It is so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it looks like something straight out of, I want to say like a Pirates, like Pirates of the Caribbean or something. It's just like a jewel. Okay, so, oh, Emlyn wants the umbrella. Well, look at that. We're ready to go. I like that. So let's see, Judy, we'll write you down. Judy, WEISKOPFF. Thanks so much. 17. And that's for the round ornate jewel tone. Let's just go with that. And then the next one is 16 for M. Lynn Newton. And that is for the umbrella. Okay, so that leaves the round floral. And then, okay, and I don't see anybody else that was there. So for that one, I'll just set that one aside for maybe later. Okay, now we're going to do, your brooch can go with the bracelet. Don't know what you mean, but I bet it could. Oh, with your, the umbrella. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, now here we're going to do silver. So this is a whole, I mean, this is silver now. So this is from the Franklin Mint. And I tell you what, this is stunning. Comes with a box too. I don't know what stone this is, but we're going to start this at $20 considering. So we're starting this one. This is a necklace. We're starting that one at $20 from the Franklin Mint. Here's the little heart with the stone inside. I'll flip it over to, let me flip it over and we could look at it. Yeah, it says sterling. What number is that? 925, I guess. 925, I think is what it says. So there's the back of it. There's the back and the front. So I'm not sure what gemstone that is, but it's really pretty pink. Yeah, boy. We're at 21 with Emlyn Newton on the Franklin Mint. Oh, here's the box that it comes in. The Franklin Mint. And it's a necklace for your neck. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, it's silver. Rose quartz, you think? Maybe. I'm trying to get it to not be so, I want it to focus better. There we go. All right. So we've got the Franklin Mint. This is real silver, 0.925. It's a necklace pendant. And we're at 21, I believe, for the heart. There's flowers on there too, I just noticed. Has so much ornateness going on. Oh, I'm going to take it out of the box real quick and just look at the chain and everything. I think that's something we should do. Otherwise, who do we think we are? There's an envelope. Come on out. Okay. That's what it looks like. Now let's measure this, I guess. And then we'll count down. So the chain, so it's 9 inches, and then you just double that. So it's like 18. If the whole length of the chain is 18 then, but it's 9, just folded, you know how it is, like this. Okay. So a pale ruby. I was thinking for rose quartz, it's a little, this is more saturated in color than your typical rose quartz may come across, especially in this small size, because there's not a lot of concentration for it, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and start counting it down for this is 0.925 silver, and it is the Franklin Mint necklace. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The chain, it's hard. It looks tarnished. There's like this little, that might be the, I don't know what that says. I don't know. It looks like it had a word there. I just can't make it out. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that the chain is silver, but this part is what I can read. Okay. So that is that one. I do have another one. This next one, and by the way, it's the only other one that I have of this kind of stuff. Well, I can't get that back in the box right now. This other one, to give you a little hint of it. Oh my gosh. It's a double heart. This looks, I don't know if that's amethyst or what, but that's the next one. Isn't that stunning? That one might be amethyst. Other than that, I don't know. I don't really deal with gemstones. Well, let me write down the pink one. So, Newton, you're a little late after the bid end on that one. So Linda Imbus for 23. Linda Imbus. So that's, we'll write Franklin Mint Ruby, just as an identifier for myself. Don't know what it was specifically. Okay, here's the other silver piece, and then we'll do maybe some boho stuff. Boho. All right. Now this one, we're going to go ahead and start this one also at 20. This chain is the same as the other one. Oh, that is a number, I think. What does that say? Oh, it just says sterling, I believe. So small. Well, yes, I believe it says sterling on this little placard here. It's very small. It's very small. So this one here says FM, oh no, what? Sterling 925 on the back. So this is this double heart, and we're going to start that one at $20. The double heart with the little purple rhinestone. Now I would imagine this is a real stone, considering that it's the Franklin Mint and this is a sterling setting. So it's beautiful. Isn't that stunning though? Oh. Here's the back of it. You can maybe read some of this stuff. I don't know. It's not really wanting to focus a whole lot. It's beautiful. Comes with the box, the Franklin Mint box. Let me put it in the box for just to display it a little bit better. Well, where'd my chat go? It's way down. I'm way behind. We're at 27, it looks like. Amethyst? Okay. I was saying it does kind of look like amethyst to me. Oh, how good you are. Little double heart situation. When I first saw this, I thought it was like swan heads or something, but it's not swans. All right, I see 28 right now for this one. I'll start counting it down. Here we go. Oh, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Like I said, we're gonna do, I have a couple like boho pieces that would be fun. Margaret Latina. So good. Pam, you're a little late there at your 32. So 31 for Margaret Latina. And that is, we're gonna call double heart amethyst. Double heart amethyst. Beautiful. Thanks so much. Now, we're going to do a little bit of boho. Then we're going to do some Murano. And then we're going to, I think, wrap it up after that with some pretty cool situation. And then the jewelry lot that I have, which is 5 pounds of jewelry, costume jewelry. It's not, a lot of it is nothing's wrong with it. So, okay. This is the first option we're going to have for choice. We've got this brooch here. Or I mean, not brooch. It's a big pendant. So this is the first option. And here's the back of it. Like that. I don't know if this is some sort of like, if it does different things depending on what you want to do or not. I don't know. But this is what it is. It's a necklace. So that's the one. I also have a mushroom brooch. Isn't that neat? Really pretty brown on there. It's a fun brooch. And then I'm trying to think what else could we do with this. Okay, since I said boho, do I have any other more boho things? I thought I did. That's kind of right. This kind of. That's kind of cool. There's lots of like natural stones. We'll do that one too, just for fun, just for added flavor. Okay, so those are the 3 options, and we're going to start them at $12 each. I'll show you this necklace more clearly. It's like this multi-stranded. It's, you know how it is. They're like hanging from this. What is, you call it, like a mandala or something? They're hanging from that, and then you just like wrap it around yourself. And then you've got multiple things going on. So that looks like a natural stone, whatever this is, this like rock here. And then you have these other like really pretty stones. This is very nice. So that's one option. Let me straighten this up a little bit. It looks like poop. Let's put the owl in here and the mushroom. So you're going to get to choose out of those 3 options. Here we go. Okay, so here are the 3 options. We've got the owl pendant. We're starting them at $12 each. We've got the mushroom brooch and the, what do you call that? The necklace. These are 3 different things to wear. Well, no, they're not. That's a necklace too. Oh, how pretty. Look at all them fun stones on there. A money clip too. I was going to say, it looked like it clips onto something, but I don't know. That necklace is really pretty though. All the colors on there. I think that's precious. You're a precious situation. And then we've got the owl. Nice big old owl pendant and the mushroom. What a good looking mushroom you are. Here's the back of it. and the front of it. So we are at $12, no, we're at $13 each with angels. Becca, you get to, whoever is the high person will get to decide what they want to do here. They can have any number of these things. They'll have the first choice. The high person will be, or will have. Yeah, there's all these like little rocks in here, I guess. I'm not sure what rock that is, but it has nice striations in it. The owl is fun. Neat, huh? I don't see any signatures on anything, Heidi. Well, I don't know about this thing. No, I don't believe so. Nope. It's your costume jewelry. So we're at 15 each, a two-way with Linda and Becca. And I will start counting it down. You'll have, whoever's the high person will have the first choice at any number of these items. And then we'll go from there. Ready? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first person that will get to choose. So if you have if you have what you want in mind, that will help, and you can know where you stand from what's left, and then you can kind of throw them out there. So Zoe Small for 22, you have the first choice, and then I think Linda's right after you. So if you can get those ideas together and drop them in there. But so Zoe Small, let me see here. Zoe for 22, you got the mushroom. Okay. And then so Linda and then Angels, Becca, if you can kind of get those ideas together too. And I'll start writing this down. So Zoe Small, let's write you down for the mushroom. Mushroom for 22. And then after that goes to Linda Imbus, has the next decision to make. Linda, there's the owl and the necklace remaining. And then if not, I can go to the next person, which would then be Angels Becca for 17. So you let me know. I need a secretary. I feel like I do today. The jewelry would be nice if I had someone who's in charge of the administrative writing things down, just to keep things going. The owl. All right, so Linda Imbus gets the owl for 17, I think it was. No, for 20. And now, Angels Becca, did you want the necklace? And the necklace would be 17 at your price. So that's the owl. And if not, that's fine. Owl. Necklace. So we've got the can you see it over? Oh, you want the necklace. Well, that worked out tremendously. So that's 17 for Angels Becca. Okay, so we're going to write here, colorful necklace. Beautiful. Thanks so much. Now, I think what we'll do is the jewelry lot, and then I'll do some Murano, I think. I haven't decided. Put these over here. Now, this is 5 pounds of jewelry. I weighed it in the bag. And it's not bad stuff. Like there's some that you could craft with, but a lot of it is, you could wear a lot of it just fine. So there's a lot of brooches. There's a couple necklaces, a couple bracelets, but a lot of brooches. We're going to start this whole bag at $20. And I'll try to do close-ups of it too, more so you can see what, like, some of the things that are in there. There's just so much. There's just different things going on in here. Some of the stuff was left over from my first jewelry sale, and I just put them in here. And I'm just like, it's going to go to somebody. So there's these, like, just everything. There's like ducks and dogs and a tennis racket. I'll just show the other side. It's kind of heavy to hold like this though. Can I bring it down maybe a little bit? There's not another tennis racket. So you're going to get everything, the whole bag. It's 5 pounds worth. There's a cat. And there's this side. I'll try to maybe pull a couple out of the top so we can just see a little bit of what's inside on the top. There's pearls or whatever they are. There's this. There's a pendant. There's this really pretty kind of a pendant. I mean, there's a cameo. It's not bad. Oh, here's this little guy. I remember him from last time. There's that little goober. There's this kind of 80s looking thing. Another strand of pearls. Oh, that heart is pretty. Let me show you this heart. There's this little heart in there. See, like, I'm kind of stupid for what I'm doing, literally. I was just like, we'll just sell it all. There's like some trees in here, like Christmas trees. There's this watch. It's kind of pretty. There's this little goober bird. He's kind of fun. Little goober bird. There's some earrings. There's, what is this? Oh, that's a fun fish. There's a fun, like, whale thing. There's a little cart with flowers in it, brooch. There's little, whatever that is, for your paint. That's a flamingo thing. There's a hat pin, I think, with dolphins on it. That's a fun fish. There's that fish. It's a brooch. You get all of this. Oh, I think these are the Sarah Coventry earrings. They're clip-on. There's 2 of those in there. Bracelets galore. This heart. Whatever this is. Hearts on chains. Oh my goodness. And then there's just more and more and more. What is this I'm holding? I don't know. There's this. A lot. So you're going to get all of that jewelry. The whole bag. 5 pounds. And I'm going to start counting it down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yikes, that's a lot of jewelry. Put it down there. Thinking back, I could have just put them as like little giveaways on tops of packages. I don't know I don't know why I didn't decide to do that. I don't know. So now we are at somewhere between, I think we're at 46 right now. And then, pretty sure. I don't know if I see a stop. Oh, no, it's way up there. What am I doing? Oh, okay. So then it's 41 with Denise Rainsbury. That was a good deal. 41. Denise Rainsberry. Thanks so much. Yeah, I think the stops are coming in a little quicker today. So 41. Yeah, that was right? Making sure. Okay. I know. All right. So now we're going to do, what should I do? Okay. I have this really pretty Murano set. Well, I keep calling it, what? It says Murano right on it. So you're going to get the pendant and the pair of earrings. It's a whole set. And we're going to start it at $18. So this is the pendant, the necklace. There, see, it says Murano all over the back of it. So there's the necklace. This is glass, blown glass. And then the matching earrings are here. Isn't that stunning? Oh, nuts. Get over here. Get over here. It says made in Italy on the metal part too. So the blue is so lovely. It's like you're ready for the beach or something. Isn't that lovely? So nice. And there's the other one. So you get the pair of earrings and the pendant, made in Italy, Murano, blown glass, all handmade, stunning. And I started those at 18, I believe. There we go. So yeah, they're just so pretty, the blue. Oh, so good. Yeah, they put Murano all over the back of that, didn't they? They're like, you will always know. You will always know. What is the metal on the earrings? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe brass or something? It's not marked anything special. Not sure. So we're at 20 right now with Sheila. So, yeah, you get the pair of for a whole set of Murano made in Italy. Here's the close-up of the earrings. And there's the back of the earring. So there's that one, and then the matching pendant. And the blue is just so dreamy because it's like, has the aventurine in there. So pretty. No chips or cracks. Well, I'm going to start counting it down. I think we're at 30. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Lovely. So that's the Murano set. That's a really good, that's a really good set with the blue is so nice. Oh my. Where'd my, okay. Actually, I have another Murano set of earrings. These are in the, they're very different. There's a totally different style, but they're really, oh, we don't do just in case, but luckily you were after the bid end because that would have been a headache trying to figure out. We don't do the just in case here. Okay, so Michelle Media Villa for 35. Fantastic. MICHELE MEDI. Where's your last name at? DIAVILLA. Oh, I gotta write this down. Let's write down here Murano blue set. Grab, I just didn't realize I didn't write the other thing down. Grab bag, 5 pounds. Okay. Now, the other Murano earrings. These are completely different style. These are with the caning in there. So it's a set of earrings. We're going to start these at $18. They're the round drop earrings with the the caning in there. All those are tiny little, they look like little mosaics. They're so adorable. So, oh, if I type no, well, Withering Woman, we're about, we've got not a whole lot left. I think it'll be okay. Isn't that adorable? Look at the pair of those. All that blown glass. Oh, oh, like a chin stuff. Yeah, the Millefiora. Yeah, so pretty. Oh, so great. They are kind of retro, like flower power at the same time as being stunning. That looks like real silver. Oh, that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I think there's numbers on there. I just can't read them. They're so small. So we're at 20 for the pair of earrings. Adorable. Yeah. Oh, and they are lightweight. They're glass, but they're lightweight, and they're this like they're that big. They're slightly smaller than a dime. I'm gonna start counting them down. You get the pair of them. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's put those there. So those are the round Millefiora. Why can't I remember the last word? Millefiora. Millie. It's not coming to me. Oh yeah, Millefiora. Millefiore. Millefiore. That's the word. Oh my gosh, that took me way too. Millefiore. Oh. Okay. Millefer. Something. Earrings. And those. 25 to Sheila right in the end. Look at you. SHEILAFARLEY. Thanks so much. All right. Now, I feel like I need a break. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and do, I think these are amazing. Simply amazing. I'm going to put just the two of them together because they're the same thing, but they're two different colors. I love them. They're so cool. So they are a pair of rotary phone brooches. Here's the first one. These are each brooches, by the way. You're going to get the whole thing, but so that's a brooch, and that's the brooch. So and then you put them like on your thing together. Isn't that adorable? So this one is in this like oil slick carnival glass. That's the first option. And of course, you can get both of them if you're the high person. Look at the pink. Oh my gosh. So those are the two options. And we're going to start them at $12 each. They're both brooches. Brooch there and a brooch here. And then you pin them on yourself in any kind of configuration. So we're starting those at $12 each. You're going to get to choose either the pink or the carnival, or both, however you want to do it. I'm trying to arrange them so I can put them on a screen. They're just so cool. Whenever I saw those, I gasped. I was a gasper. I was Gasper, the friendly ghost. Okay, so, ooh. All right, so we've got the carnival slick one, and we have the pink ear. I think even the pink has iridescence on it. Stop blowing out the color, would you just stop blowing it out? There. So those are the two options. You got the pink rotary phone and the carnival glass kind of colored rotary phone. And like I said, they're both independently pinnable. So they have, that has a brooch back and this has a brooch back. Adorable. Yeah, they're metal. They're metal. Whoa. There's the back of the one. They feel really good quality. I mean, they feel good in the hand. It's a nice like metal. There's that one and that one. So adorable. Ah, aren't they fun? I just think they're just so cool. A conversation piece, literally, because they're telephones. So we are at $18 each on the brooches that are amazing. Oh, I'm going to start counting down. You're going to get the choice. Whoever's the high person can choose either the carnival, the pink, or both. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I got your joke. Wow. Okay, that I think you whoever got that was a deal. My oh my, what a wonderful day. So, was it Denise? No, Karen. No, Karen's late. So Denise, $18. Wow. Okay, so Denise, you can choose either the carnival or the pink or both. Both. That'll do it. I knew it. Okay, and then I have a couple other interesting brooches that are conversation pieces. Okay. So that is the pink rotary and carnival rotary. And those were 18. And it goes to Denise Rainsbury. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we don't have much left actually. So I think I might just put the rest of them on the board. Those are the other options I've got. So we have little seal with the ball brooch. Seal with the ball. Oh, and my enamel pins, which why don't we do those now actually? Where'd they go? I covered it up with jewelry. All right, so if you would like to add on, or if you'd like to purchase my enamel pin, it's the logo enamel pin, butterfly clasp back. It's $9. Just type the word pin, P-I-N, if you'd like it. But it's the bicycle logo, Real Nifty Vintage. Super, super atomic and retro. It has the blue and my little bicycle icon. And it's a brooch. Just like this. So if you'd like that one, just type the word pin and I'll write you down at $9 each for that one. Super fun. And then now I'm going to put the other things on the board too, so that we can choose. Here's the next item. These like Elton John glasses. Oh yes, and the bee brooch. So adorable. I'll write down the pins in just a minute. There's the bee brooch. That's the next item. Or here's another bee brooch. That's a different version of it. Look at these lips. That's another choice. Aren't they funny? Look at this mouse. It's a little mouse on the run. And then for giggles, I threw in this pink cameo. And then also this hat pin cameo. Okay, so those are the options. And you'll get to, you kind of, well, how it normally works. Let me write down the people that wanted pins. Pin people. All right, the pin people. So, Judy, JUDYWEISKOPFF, Leanne C, Leanne SEAY. Fantastic. You both will be getting one of the pins for $9. Okay. Now, here are the options. This is actually, I have this too. I just realized. Why don't I do the, I'm going to do these real quick. It's a set, and then we're going to do the brooches. So we're going to start this at $12. You're going to get the bracelet. It's on a little bit of an elastic situation. So you've got the bracelet and the necklace. And they're matching. I just think it's adorable. I do. This is the closure. It screws. That's how it goes. So there's your closure. There's your closure. I'm Dr. Phil. So, and there's a little bit of an elastic situation on this one too. So you're going to get, Scott, how does the penny work? So you just type in, like right now we're at 12 with Emlyn Newton. So you just type in like, oh, I want that. And then you type in $13 or whatever you wanted to pay for it. And then I'll start counting it down from 15. And then once we get to 0, you'll see bid end on the screen. And the last person before that will get it for that price. And then you just send me an email. My email's in the description below. And then you send me your email with your information, and then I'll send you a PayPal invoice. So I'm going to start counting it down. You get the bracelet and then the necklace. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, just in cases. So that, and then we're going to do the last grouping of brooches that are choice. And that will be the end of today. That will be the end of today. So Kimmery Ann for 16, you got it. Kimmery Ann. So that's the pink iridescent set. That'll work. I should remember that. Thanks so much. Okay, now the brooches. So this is the last of the brooches today. Or I mean the last of what we're doing today. You're gonna get to choose which one you want here. You can have any number of these. The high person will get the first option for them, and then we'll go backwards. And that's what we'll do. Here we go. Yes, and if you bought something last night, it'll go in the same box. And if you buy something from me on Monday, it'll go in the same box. So that's how that goes. So we're going to start them at $12 each. You get to choose the brooches out of here. All of them are brooches except we got a hat pin cameo. You got Elton John glasses. So this looks like there's a couple stones missing right in the center there a little bit. Well, on that little ridge part. The bees are beautiful, no problems with those. Everything else is just really neat. Stop blowing it out. There. Little mouse. There's a seal or whatever that's called. Steven Tyler lips. Right. Cameo girl, you're sideways. Get over here. She's a brooch too. Yep. So now this is a choice. So how that works, whoever is the high person will get the first choice of any number of these items. And then we'll move on to the person behind them. And that's how this grouping works. So I am going to start counting down from 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop, boop. Okay, so almost dropped them all out. So whoever ends up being the high person will get the first choice on the grouping. Now, the first 23 I see is Carol Free. So Carol and so Lori and Sheila, you were just after the bid end. So Carol Free for 23. Which of these would you like? And then whatever's left, we can go backwards in time. The runaway mouse. He's on the run. Okay, let me write that down. I don't want to forget. Let me just switch hands. We'll put run away mouse. And that was for 23. And that was nuts. What's your name? Oh yeah, Carol Free. Frei. Okay, so the next one. So Kimmery Ann, you're the next 23. So I do see you. You just on my side show up as the second 23. So now for 23, which ones would you like? The lips. Okay. The lips have it. The lips. Lips brooch for 23. Kimmery Ann. All right. Now the next person behind Kimmery is, well, it's Denise. Oh yeah, Denise Rainsbury for 22. Okay, Denise Rainsbury. Out of these options for 22, the glasses. Okay. Denise Rains. Oh, I just wrote that backwards. Whoops. Glasses for 22. Now, the person behind you was, well, Lori Gerdeau for 15. Lori Gerdeau, do you want any of these for 15? We've got 2 Bs, we've got a seal, we've got a cameo brooch and a hat pin brooch. And you let me know. We're at $15 each. Linda for 21. Oh, did I miss that? Oh. Whoops. It's a lot of scrolling back up. That's part of the problem. Oh. What a doofus. Linda Imbus for 21. Linda Imbus for 21. Any of these you see? Oh. Well, Lori Gerdeau, you might get those. Linda Imbus for 21. Oh, Linda Imbus wants the 2 Bs. Okay, so Linda Imbus wants the 2 Bs. At that point, I'm going to set these aside, the rest of them. And what I think I'm going to do, actually, I had the other ones from earlier. I might put them back all on the thing again. Just give me a minute. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm trying to decide. So, Linda Imbus for 21 times 2 B brooches. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I've got the fish. What I'm going to do, I'll put all the fish together that didn't sell earlier. Well, they would have sold. I just didn't keep going back down the list. So I'm going to put the 2 cameos aside for now. Little seal aside. Let me bring all these fish back. You're going to get all the fish. We've got the fish pendant. It's like a cloisonne. It's good. It's a good material, metal. You're also going to get this little pendant here, or no, I mean this little brooch here. You're also going to get this little fish here. These are good. And well, the seahorses, I think I want to do them together actually. So you're going to get this 3, and we'll start them at $12. So you'll get all 3 of these for $12. You got the 3 fish right here. This one, I want to say it, this one says Japan on the back of it. It's older. It has like little mirrors on it, on its scales. This one says made in Korea on the back of it, so it's older. It has like a little sugared texture on it. And then this one is a cloisonne style. It's stunning, and it's two-sided. It's well made. So you're gonna get all 3 of them. This is for all 3, not choice. You get all 3. Ooh, smack them. There you go. So I think we're at 15, thereabout. No, 17. You get all 3 of them together and for one amount. Okay, so I'm going to start counting down. We're at 19. Here we go. I'll start counting from 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. And then I think we'll wrap it with the 2 seahorses. And that will be today. So Pam Clift for 21. Pam. And that will be the 3 fish lot. And I'll put them over in a little pile so they're separate from everything else. Okay, this is going to be the last item today. The pair of, you're going to get both of the seahorses. Retro seahorse number 1 has a couple little rhinestones missing, but it is so cute. So that one you get, and then you also get this one. We're going to start them for $12 for the pair of brooches. You get both. Seahorse time. Final item today. There they are. Aren't they adorable? I just love them so much. So retro. You get both of them. We're currently at 12, I think. My chat went away again. Yes, with Carol Campbell, we're at 12 for the pair. And I will start counting down. The stones are blue. Yeah, those are like a turquoise color sort of blue, like a sea blue. There, that's the color's correct. If you look at the color, that's the color. Stunning. I'm going to start counting down now. We're at 12 with Carol. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our lint roller. Oh, actually, I did before the sale. It just got dirty again. That's how that works, you know. You know, it's funny because I would have thought out of a lot of those, I would have thought the seahorse things would do like amazing, and the phones would be one. I mean, they sold for fine, but like compared to the rest of it, like in my mind, I'm like, oh, I think, you know, but I don't know. I don't really deal a lot with jewelry, so I guess seahorse collectors aren't really a thing. Maybe not. It's just they're just such a retro style. Wait, what am I doing? I got lost in this thought. Carol, you got the pair of them. Carol Campbell. Thanks so much. You thought you'd be outbid. I know it. Pair of seahorses. So good. All right. The phones are amazing. Wow. Well, I am going to wrap it up here. So I will actually send invoices for this. If you had bought something from last night's sale, I'll just omit the shipping because they'll go together. And then tomorrow, if you get Monday, if you get something, and then your shipping will be reflected of what you had already paid on Friday. That makes sense. So that is good. I'm going to probably go home in just a bit after I send invoices, and I'll have lunch at that point. This is sort of my day off, so, well, is it? I don't think it really is, actually. But I don't think I don't really have a day off, per se. I have hours off in any given day. So, like, there'll be, like, hours that will go by where I'll have time off. But a day of literally walking away is not normal in when you own a business. It's just, that's the way it goes, because your life is business. Your life. I'm trying to like adjust myself. I have time to talk a little bit if we just want to chat a little bit. I don't mind it. This place is a mess. I'm in the process of cleaning it. Not today though. I have been over the course of last couple weeks trying to get it ship shape. If you find any more of those phones, I doubt I will. That's the thing. So I hadn't seen them before. I think they're really cool. They're so fun. The pink one, well, they're both amazing. Here's the pink one. Isn't that beautiful? It's adorable. Adorable. So, are you sure you don't want to retract the bag of jewelry and sell separately? You got a deal on that. I know you got a deal, but I can't do stuff like that. Do you share links here? What does that mean? I have links in the description. Jeffrey. Oh yeah, I read that already. You got a really good deal. It's just that's the way it is on the jewelry lot. That's your deal, because nobody else wanted to do it. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I have all kinds of links down in the thing. You missed the bag. Yes. Unless anybody's coming in, this is what sold for $41. It's a whole bag full of brooches and jewelry, and that's what that was. It's actually 5 pounds. 5 pounds. And a lot of it is in perfect shape. Most of it. So that's good. All right, so I think we'll wrap it here. We did well. And yeah, the Afghans are pretty, aren't they? From Philadelphia. I'm going to go send invoices. So you'll get invoices very soon. Do I ever go to auctions or bid on auction lots? I have in the past. The auctions around here are non-existent in the traditional form of going. And so I haven't been able to go to an actual in-person auction that I felt would be worth going to. A lot of them they put them online. So that's more difficult to buy things online, especially like Barb does it and she regrets it most of the time because she doesn't usually make it out to the showing, and she'll just trust whatever they say. And she'll get burnt by it. And a lot of the times it's like over an hour drive. She did buy some some plushes from Indiana. She's not driving, they're going to ship it. But then in that circumstance, I think she got a halfway decent price on the lot, but then the shipping ended up being like, I want to say $40 or $50 for just a box full of plushes. And I don't, because they put them in a huge box. And the auction companies aren't known for, like, whatever it is. Like, they don't really care, it sounds like, on a lot of that stuff. So, and especially like if you're just like, oh, can you send me a picture and I'll tell you which ones I don't want so I don't have to pay for shipping? No, because then they'll charge you a fee because you're like leaving it. But in the in-person auctions, whenever I used to go to those a lot more, they will flat out say, whatever you don't want, leave it. So they want you to bid and they want you to buy. And so at the end of the auctions, the in-person ones, there'll be stuff all over that people just don't want. They don't want to deal with. It'll be like heavy glassware that's not in style or good enough, or all kinds of stuff. Old, like books. Maybe they are a book collector and they just went and picked through all the good ones and they left all the bad ones. Why take them all home, you know? If you know what you're doing and you're like, I don't need to make an extra step if I know that I'm going to get rid of it at home. I could just do it here, kind of a thing. So a lot of the in-person auctions will let you like pick and choose, even if you buy a whole lot of stuff, they'll, you know, but these online ones, not so much. So that's kind of a negative about it too. And there's a lot more competition in the online auctions. It sort of takes away the competitive spirit of going and being because when it's online, everybody can participate more so. So it takes away the whole idea of like, I put in the work of getting up early and going to this auction to do it. And so you put in the effort and the work to do it, but by them putting stuff online, it's no longer a prerequisite to have any amount of work ethic. So you can just kind of leisurely buy stuff on the thing as if it's eBay. So then it's like, at that point, it's hard to source through it the same traditional way, if that makes a whole lot of sense. It's kind of like whenever you get up early and you go to yard sales and stuff, well, now people will just put them on Facebook Marketplace. Not everybody, but like some stuff will just go on Facebook Marketplace, and it's more convenient for people, but the things are going to go higher and there's more competition for each one. So it all has its trade-offs, and you can source at all of those places still, but I just don't get as much fun of shopping online for resale as I do like an in-person situation. There's just more fun to it. And there's like sleeper items, there's things like hidden like in stuff, and you like there's big boxes and you don't know what's in it. So that's what's cool. They took a lot of that away with the online auctions because they dissect everything. They put them in like similar groupings. They take like people are like zooming in on all the pictures, and it's just not the same. So estate sales. I like estate sales though. Estate sales are still good. Although some people that want to put in the extra work can do the estate sales and put them on estatesales.net, where you literally buy it right on there. Just like an eBay listing, but it's on estatesales.net. And so you can like you can buy things before without even going. So again, it's a little annoying because for all the people that put in the effort and the work of getting up early and driving over to it and getting in line and doing it, that's sort of unnecessary. So the one estate I went to was amazing. Yeah, there's some really good companies around here that do some great stuff. Anyway, I think I missed some messages because I was in deep thought. You love the social aspect of in-person auctions, the subculture. I know, for real. Well, I am going to end it here, I think. Do I have enough linens for a linen sale? I do, actually. If I wanted to do that, I could. I could do that. Otherwise, I could just keep mixing them in to my sales like I normally do. And that way it's more of a variety. I could have done the same with my jewelry, but I have more jewelry that I can still continue to mix in. Uh, Whatnot. I do not know yet. There was a question about using the Whatnot app website. I I'm optimistic about it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to put in the effort to go there. Because I can tell you from my standpoint, it's a nice website. I mean, it's a nice app. It's flashy, it has great features. It does take some of the work out of the bidding process. For instance, like you're not like counting things down. The app is doing it for you. It's very much more automated. And so that's cool. They charge 11% in total, as far as I know. It's the traditional PayPal fee of 3%, and then Whatnot takes 8%. So, in effect, I'm paying 8% that I'm not now paying for these added features. And I don't know if it's worth 8% to me. Yeah, Misty is in the process of doing Whatnot. Yeah, she is excited about it. It does have instant payments. I don't know why that matters though, really, because I'm patient. I can wait a few days for a payment. Um, from the buyer side, instant payments might be better, I guess. I don't know. I haven't bought there before, so I'm not sure how that works. I heard that every item gets deducted as you buy it, so it sounds like you'll have like lots of micro payments rather than just one invoice, I think. I don't know how it works though. Um, what else is there? Yeah, so there's an added fee that you're paying. I know that the shipping is sort of different because the shipping is whatever the cost is, and then every additional item is $1 more per shipping. So, for instance, today I did all jewelry. You would have paid if you bought like a brooch, you would have paid like $3.75 in shipping for your one brooch, and then you bought another brooch at $1. You bought another brooch at $1. You bought a necklace at $1. So now you're at like $6, $7, $8, whatever. Um, that's what your shipping would be. This would not be the best thing for that because you might end up paying a little bit more. Because a lot of times you can get like 4 or 5 brooches, 6, whatever brooches in a first class mailer, and it's still going to be under $5. Whereas adding $1 every time wouldn't really make a lot of sense, but that's what they do. But then on heavy items, might do better. I don't know. It sounds like it's like the insurance idea in my head. So like I don't mean to say insurance. I just mean when anytime you have a pool of money and things cost average. So like for instance on a jewelry sale, you might end up paying a few dollars more, but maybe somebody else is having like a heavy item sale. Okay, well, Whatnot's probably going to be losing a little bit of money on the back end because they're only charging $1 extra for every item, but your shipping might be astronomical, but it balances out. So over the course of the whole ecosystem, you're going to have some people are going to be paying a little bit more in shipping, some are going to be paying a little bit less in shipping, but it kind of averages sort of like the insurance industry is kind of what I'm thinking. Although they still make a lot of money on the top end of that. And so that's sort of how I think Whatnot is doing the whole dollar thing. It's a big marketing thing. As far as if they're losing a little bit of extra money on the back end because maybe it's not a 1-to-1 ratio of balancing, they do take the 8% fee. So 8% is a pretty big enough fee that they can probably absorb a little bit more of that shipping that's not being captured correctly over the course of it. And they can adjust over time. They can make it $1.50 if they need to, so on and so forth. Just for the sake of this easy number to be like, oh, I'm just paying another $1 for the shipping. Oh, I'm just paying another $1.50 for the shipping. Rather than like this idea of like, well, I don't know. It's this heavy thing. What's it going to be? So it's shipping, I'll tell you this much. Shipping is not as scary in the end than you think it's going to be. Like it's, you know, you, you could get your shipping might be like $12, but in your mind it's the scary thought, and it turns out not being a big deal. You know what I mean? So I think it's really much I think Whatnot is playing on a marketing idea with their $1, and also psychology, just for the sake of $1, $1 more. But it on the back end, it all makes sense apparently for them so far. 8% is a lot of money to give someone for counting down and sending your invoices. That's what I was saying. Because Misty's has been talking to me, but this is like a now business meeting. Misty has been talking about this to me, and it's very exciting. I do see the potential in the app, but I'm not excited about paying more money for something I can do myself. Sending invoices, I don't know. It's like 8% is a lot of money, and it's also not a lot of money. Like it is if you want to treat it as an investment. My whole thing is, honestly, like if it's not providing value to me on the back end and it's not actually making any more money, then why would I pay them more money? Like it would be different if I went on the platform and I was given, I don't know, if I had like more eyeballs, like maybe new people came in and all this. But from what I know right now on Whatnot, it's not a very large platform, and so they're looking to expand the vintage category. That's not a category that they've traditionally done. So the demographics, I should say, on Whatnot are skewing not vintage currently. So whenever they're trying to onboard new vintage people, we're basically bringing the audience. So we're bringing customers with us for the most part. So I don't really see the value at this point. It's different from whenever I was starting and I started reselling on Etsy, and there was already a demographic, a buyer base of vintage people, of antique people. And so there was that already. So to list and put in the effort and to pay Etsy's fee and do all the things was worth it because there was an infrastructure there for it already. But right now with Whatnot, I just think it's a little early for me to get excited about it. Just because, and I am under the idea of if it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of a thing. So with a lot of the changes that have been happening with the live sales, specifically even on YouTube, I always think of it as like, well, is this going to improve something? Is there like, what's the reason of doing it? I don't like to just change things for just changing things unless I'm in the mood to change things because I'm bored with it or something. But, so I think these things through a little bit, but I do understand that it's exciting. It's an exciting new endeavor. It's a new way of doing it. I'm just like I'm not excited about it enough to want to put in the effort to just for the sake of it, and then that's definitely not a slight for anybody that wants to do it, for sure, no. But for me, I'm just like, I don't see anything wrong with YouTube. I know Misty specifically was like, well, it's going to make things so much easier because now I don't have to do this and this aspects for the reselling. So for instance, Misty after a sale will make a whole spreadsheet of all the buyers, and she'll put like, okay, this person got this and they did this. She's like, oh, now I don't have to do that anymore. And I'm like, well, I never did that. So Misty added a step from the get-go, and I never added that step. So that's not really a plus in my book. For instance, whenever I'll do invoices, I just, I'm like, okay, Shirley Pearl. Look down the list. Nope, she didn't get anything else. Make out her invoice. Next one, Carol Campbell. Oh, and then I just go down the list. I highlight them off. That's it. That's all I do. It's very simple. So I don't know. You just pick your battles. You pick what you want to do. There's not really a right way or a wrong way. I just don't see the value of it right now. And a big part of it, I guess, for me is I don't like changing things on people. So a lot of buyers, well, no, I'm trying. A lot of subscribers on my channel are buyer. What am I trying to say? You're here already, all right? Like there's not an extra step that I need to put you through. So, and a lot of you are fine to take another step, but a lot of you do not want to add another thing. Um, you don't want to, like even an Instagram sale. You're like, just no, I don't really want to go on Instagram and do that. Just can't you just do it here? That's my thought. So I'm just like, you're already here on YouTube. I already put videos out on YouTube. Everybody's already here. Let's just do it here. And we've been doing it here. So that's kind of my thought as well. So just for the sake of trying to teach everybody something new to do, I'm just not excited about it, let alone teaching myself to do it. No, just in case. Now, that's another thing we could talk about really quickly. I had been thinking about it because I know Missy had always talked about, Missy and I talk daily. So I would constantly ask her because I want to get in the mind of the just in case buyer of like, well, what is, and I think she's convinced me a lot about it because what she says is, you do not have to do it. Like I can give the option and I can allow it at my sale, but if you do not want to do it, you don't have to type, you don't have to put in a just in case. Nobody does. You only do it if you want to use that tactic. It's just a tactic. It's like sniping. It's a way to ensure that the person that wants it the most can get it. If you believe in, and I'm just postulating, I'm not like saying I'm going to do it. I'm just like giving you like food for thought because I think things through quite a lot. I'm actually I overthink things. That's one of my biggest downfalls, I think. Clearly. The if you don't want to use just in case, you can just put in your high bid like you always did. You're like, I will pay at the most $60 and that's what I'm willing to pay, and that therefore there it is. Then you can have your just in case buyer say, I will put a just in case of $60, here it is. Okay, well, the just in case buyer will get it for $61. If so, like, I can see both sides of it. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm stuck a little bit on it because a lot of sales are doing it. I don't like that I'm making I don't like that I'm making it complicated, being different. Then again, I was always this way, so it was actually everybody else that made it difficult because they added a step. So now I feel sort of obligated to go with the consensus because then we got people coming in and they just think that this is the normal, whatever, just in case that's the normal. Whereas like, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I didn't tell you. So I just want everything to be very simple. That's me. I want simple, but it's not simple. It's not whenever everybody does something slightly different. And the simple answer is I shouldn't feel like I have to explain all of my terms. I shouldn't have to explain what I don't do. Like I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't do a lot of things on my sale. It's not on, I don't think it's a burden for me to explain everything I don't do. It's like the opposite. I should explain what we do. What we do is this. This is all you got to know. You don't need to know what we don't do like that. So that's how my thinking is. But yet, whenever you're just coming into a sale, there's a lot of assumptions in buyers. So it's that fight of trying to decide like, what do you do? Like, and that's what I'm torn with. I want things to run simple, easy, no problems. It falls in line with the putting the two bids in, and one's high, one's low, or they outbid themselves. That's a tactic. I don't like, I mean, they're not, maybe a lot of people aren't doing it as a tactic, but it can be a tactic. And I don't like people screwing people over is what it is. So if you're going to put, and it's not just me being screwed over, it's everyone else. So if you type in, here's a hypothetical, you type in $50, a couple seconds later, you type in $80. You're at 50, you're at 80. Everybody's sitting by like, well, I'm not going to pay over $80. I would have paid 55. I would have paid 60. They're not typing that though, because why? Why would they need to type anything? They're not going to pay 50. They're not going to, they're not going to pay over 80. So you're missing out. All these people are just now sitting back like, well, screw it. I would have paid 60 for it, but I'm not paying over 80. Bidding ends. They retract their $80. Well, I really, then they're like, I only had to pay 50. See, nobody else bid because you put in 80. They didn't want to pay over 80. So that is the whole point. That is the whole point. You can't put in bids and retract your high one. Just keep track of your bids and only go with what you want to pay. That example right there, though, is why I'm like, well, if I offer just in case, then they would be allowed to then put in this high $80 thing, and then we could play out what happens between the two, sort of, So that's the example. That'll fix that problem if I did just in case. This whole idea of outbidding yourself and trying to put in a high bid to make sure that you get it at the end. And I just don't know what to do. Because at the same time, I have everyone not yelling, but strongly feeling, no, just in case, no, don't do it. But I'm like, but it does solve one problem. It opens up another problem at the same time, but still, there is no true answer unless I pay 8% more and let another program take care of it. I know one thing I do like about this other whatnot, one thing I really do like about it is the soft close feature, where and I wonder if this is just something I could do in my own sale on YouTube. But so instead of like a hard bid end, nope, you're after the bid end, sorry, go away. Instead of that, it's a soft close. So I just don't know how to do it because there's lags. So the soft close on whatnot works like, there's a bid, okay, we're gonna let it go for another, I think, 2 or 5 seconds. And if there's no bid between the 2 and 5 seconds, then you're cut. Then it's cut there. But if, you know what I mean? But for the people that they just miss it, there's that soft close. I just don't know how to reproduce that on YouTube. So if somebody has an idea, I would love it, because I want to keep things simple. I want to keep things fair. It's just a little bit above me right now on how to do that, because the ecosystem and the software we're working with isn't really set up for it. We're making something work, aren't we? So you sell the item, not the other way around. Yeah, it's a mixture, I think, too. I'm just reading some of these things. They don't have to pay the just in case amount. Kimmery, what do you mean? They don't have to pay the just in case amount. If you're so the just in case, yeah. If you type in just in case $80, and there was wait a minute. So if it was $65 and a just in case of 80, you're going to pay $66. You're going to pay $1 over the actual other bid. If there was a just in case of 70 and a just in case of 80, you'll pay, the $80 person will pay $71 because they're $1 above the last bid. That's how that works. And it does have its points. The only one reason I did not like it was because and I'll tell you, the only one reason, this is the one reason that's stopping me, or has stopped me, is that you're telling everyone how much you're willing to pay. Now, granted, you're doing this within the last however many seconds, but it's kind of like, I will pay up to this. And then everybody's like, oh, you will? Well, I don't like you, so I'm going to bid $1 less than what you just bid. I don't have to pay it. I know I don't. You're going to have to pay it. I don't know about that. And I don't know if anybody really thinks like that or tries to spite other people, but it's definitely something that can be done. Now, it would be in my favor if that happened. but I don't want it to happen. So what do? You hate the $5 or $10 increments after 20, or you hate the $5 or $10 increments after 20 or 50. I don't know what you mean. I like that actually, because I don't want to sit around waiting for 21. No, not 21. Like 51, 52, 53, 50. Like it gets kind of annoying. Like after a certain point, there is a value of it, right? Like it doesn't hurt to put in a solid bid and I've done this myself. I speak what I say because I'm like, we need to get this going. I say this to myself and I'm doing it at an auction. I've done it. And I'm like, they're like, we're going to start this at $15, $30. Why? It scares people away. They're like, oh, he wants it. It's a trick, but I don't mind it if you want to do it because it gets things going. I just like speed, and that's not the best thing for me on a sale, but I do like things to keep going. So sometimes they start really low. I don't know what you mean. Sometimes they start really low. You've seen some power bids at $100 or more and it immediately stops other bids. Yeah. Diane, I know what you're saying. You're probably going to say that's not maybe fair. I don't know if that, I read it a certain way, like it stops other bids. If they're willing to pay it, they're willing to pay it. Whether or not we play this game of tic-tac or of little going up slowly to 100, or we just get there, we're going to get there. Like that's how I see it. And if all these people are not wanting to pay over 100, at least we know it now. We don't have to like get emotionally invested on the way up, like the stock market. You can just get there. So that's how I see it. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, auctions, live sales, offers, it's going to go to whoever wants the most and whoever has the cash to do it. That's life though for you. It is all around. I'm not inventing anything new here. You're not saying it's not fair. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, good. We're on the same page. There's nothing wrong with power bids. And I can say that because I've done them and I do power bids. I'll pay what something's worth. If I see the value in it, I'll pay it. It's that simple. I do that to respect the sale and to respect the person selling it and the parties involved. That's just how I do it. There are some, the 700, like, okay, yeah, that right there is exactly what. So Eileen, there are some just in case bidders who will put in 700 in case bid for a vase knowing no one is bidding $6.99. But they could. That's my point, Jana. So you've got, I don't know, a few seconds, 5-6 seconds. You're like, oh, I don't like them. They put it just in case of 700. 699. They literally typed it after the 700 was put up with lags and everything. Nobody knows that they saw it and they're like 699. Or they could be less of over. They could put 650 and they'd be like, well, what a coincidence. They're not paying 650. They're not on the hook. The $700 person's on the hook. That was my problem with it all. Who knows if people are that spiteful, but I didn't like it. I didn't like that it was out there. So that was my one thing about it. Now, if we just want to trust and go off of our instincts here and just assume everybody's going to be nice and stuff, we could do just in cases. I don't know if it'll solve more problems or if it'll make more. I don't know. My literal answer to all of it is doing just in case is just another option, and it's not going to actually make a difference. It's trading one problem for another problem. That's what I see. That's the truth of it. It doesn't solve all the problems. It does, and for one problem it solves, it opens another. So I'm like, why would I change something that's working? So just in case is only allowed during countdown. Right, Michelle? But 15 seconds is a lot of time. 1, 2, just in case. 3. Oh, I see what they did there. 4. Like, there's time. There is time to do something. I'm seeing it. I can see that there's time. Like, it's not. And especially if you do the what is there, like a shift or double click you can catch right up to the top of the sale. As long as you've got halfway decent internet, you're going to be within a couple seconds of the whole thing. So I mean, you should use just in case to be fair to the power bidder who really wants the item. That's another way of looking at it. So if somebody puts $700 in there and they're really willing to pay $700, if somebody else does something and they type in 650 and they didn't want to do, they didn't even want it, or whatever. I'm just saying they said they'd pay it. They'd pay 651. I mean, is it up to me to babysit people's morals? I don't know. That at the end of the day is what it is. My only concern should be selling the item and personally, I guess, getting as much as I can out of it. If you want to go down that thought pattern, I want to speak like I think most sellers would agree, YouTube specifically, people I know, want a middle ground. They want a fair price for everybody. I want a fair price and they want a fair price. Like, I feel the best when that happens. I don't feel good about $700 on something, just to be honest with you. I don't know why. It just, I would feel, I don't even want to keep talking about it because it's just, who knows what other, I don't want to throw out any sort of a moral compass for anybody else to try to follow or defend. But I don't know what to do. You had a bid of 250. Michelle, on what? Are you talking about the bird from last night? That one was really good. I have not gotten a payment yet for the bird. I feel a little bit, I don't know about if I should mention it. No, I shouldn't. Never mind. I may talk to you, Michelle. Now, yeah. You want to see the bird? It's a Fenton custard glass hand painted bird. It's in the other room. It's really cool. It's a beautiful bird. Yeah, we're talking about lots of interesting things, aren't we? Sometimes it's just, I can't do this in the middle of a sale because there's a lot going on. And unfortunately, as much as there's people, we've got 140 people, there's still 400 or 500 people at any given sale that's not 400 or 500 that's not gonna hear this or know it. But there's a lot of thought that goes behind the things that I do, and I want them to be the most straightforward, fair system that I can possibly do. But it's just difficult. It's just difficult, and this platform isn't made for what we're doing with it, but we're making it work as best as we can. If the answer is going to another platform, whatnot, it might have to come to that. But I'm not there yet, and I just, again, like, for the sake of changing it and trying everybody, and like everybody that was on YouTube, then they're gonna have to like add another step to their life, and it's now gonna be this. Misty's doing it though, so she's doing it. People are going for it, and it's fine. So who knows the future? I'm not opposed to anything. I just want logic behind a lot of it. That's all. I have a lot of logic behind what I do. I also am impulsive as well, but I like to think that I have like a good middle ground as best as I can. But it felt like a punch. What was this now? A punch for the bird that you didn't get? Is that what you're talking about still? I'm going to let you know, Michelle, Monday. If I don't have a paid invoice on the bird, she's a good buyer. I'll tell you this much. This resellers, we talk to each other. I mean, that's not a surprise. We know things. So that's all I can say. So I'll let you know Monday. But yeah. We got onto a lot of discussions here. I always hesitate talking about this stuff because I want to be so mindful that I don't want any other resellers to feel like I'm trying to bash them specifically. It's just I wrestle with things internally, just myself, and it means nothing to anybody else that's a reseller. And so that's my whole thing. And I don't like conflict. I'm just trying to be me over here. In fact, I don't even do a lot of joint sales. I would love to do joint sales. I don't know. Right now I'm not in the process of that. I'm kind of an independent person, to be honest. Like I'm an only child. It kind of shows. But I'm really trying to be more of a team player. The thing is, reselling in your own business, So reselling as a business is what am I trying to say? Independent. It's just you. Like when I started, it was just me. Like it's just me. It's just you. You're doing your thing. YouTube came after I was already reselling on Etsy and stuff. So like it was this like let's do this for fun. So Etsy or eBay. Oh my gosh. YouTube was like secondary, and so the idea of community to the degree that it isn't really what that wasn't what I was chasing, if that makes sense. To the idea that, and I don't mean like community in the sense of this, but like the idea of like, oh gosh darn, I'm just digging myself a hole. I don't really mean to the degree that I am, because I enjoy all the people that I talk to on a regular basis. I'm just saying that reselling at its core isn't like you're going into the office and hanging around water coolers. Like it's different. So that's all I can say. It's just simple as that. Goodness gracious. But the community that has been created with everything is really quite remarkable. So, you do what now? You watch multiple auctions and you've been including some of your friends. You prefer my style the best? Well, that's good. See, the thing is, I'm not stupid, and I know that there's going to be some that like this, some that like this. There is no best. Like that's just your preference. I know some that do not like my sales. I mean, actually, I don't know for sure. I just assume that some do not like my sales because of the things that I do and how that I do them. I don't know. Like I do what I have to do. What I think I think I should do. It is a business, yes. You don't buy much. You're looking, do what now? You're looking for my vendor booths, and the phones today were for me. I have to, yeah, those phones are so fun. Hoi. So fun. Okay, well, we were on a variety of topics today. And I think this is a good ending point, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to send invoices, like I said, and that should be good, right? Isn't the whole idea of reselling to get top dollar for your item? Yes. So it is, but you have to, but that's a deeply personal thing though. So objectively, yes, you should be making as much as you possibly can. However, I think it depends on the person, how much you'll wrestle with that morally. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm not claiming any moral superiority about anything. I'm saying if I had my others, if I could choose, I would say, can I not just, I don't care. I don't care about who's buying it. I don't care if they have the money. No. I actually do care, and it's hard for me not to. So that's something I know, and I've talked to Misty. She does care about this too. It's whenever you, as a reseller, you can't start like adding all these things in your head and try to like think about like, well, is that person in a good place to be buying stuff? Is that person like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Do we know their circumstances? These are things that do pop up, and you don't want to take advantage of people. You don't want to, like addictions. You don't want to add to them. You understand? But you don't know. So at the end of the day, you don't know, and you can't worry about stuff like that. I know you can't, but it's sort of it's not a logical thing to get rid of. If it's in there, it's in there. So if I, like I said, if I could, I would get rid of it and ignore it a lot of times. And I do not think about it a lot of times, but there are times whenever it creeps in. You know what I mean? And you're like, So that's just a thought. No, but so whenever you're like talking about like that's what I mean whenever you talk about like the top dollar thing. It is true. If someone is willing to pay what they're willing to pay, that's all you should worry about. The difference is, and this is the only other thing I could say about that, is if I know what something's worth, and I know that's subjective. Actually, it's all subjective, really, because it could be high. That was my grandma's. That very one was my, like, you know what I mean? Not just, oh, that one like it. No, that one was. I've seen this at auctions. When people will pay a lot for something, it's not because that item is valued at that, even though there's 20 of them on eBay. That one was. So the values and the memory, the thought, everything. But when I'm holding up something, and I know the value because objectively I see the value. And yes, I happen to be holding this one. There's value in that maybe because I bought it. It's on the channel. It's in my, here it is. Okay. I can assign a certain percentage on top of whatever I think fair value is, whatever. This could all happen in the back of my mind. But if it's way well and above any dimension of thought and clarity, then I'm left to like, you know? So that's the stuff that I wrestle with a little bit sometimes. It doesn't happen a whole lot on my channel where things are beyond. But like you said, I can't worry about it. Like I can't, but it's the stuff that I personally wrestle with, and it's different. I mean, if this was eBay, I think if I was just putting things on eBay and I didn't know who was who and who was what, and then that might be a little easier. Might be a little easier. But I see the same people. And seeing the same people, even though I don't know them specifically, I know some of you specifically, does blur a little bit of a line in my mind. That's the difference. So, you know, it was your birthday. Really? Did you just get here? I don't have anything left to sell. Well, I do, but I'm done. Aluminum Christmas trees. What was this now? Right, Lisa, I touched a little bit on that. I agree. Okay. Well, we were on a lot of topics. You got a deep, you're my psychiatrist. No, I've never been to a psychiatrist before. I don't know if I'd like that or not. I talk to Barb a lot. So she gets an earful. So I think I'll wrap it up here. This was sort of a different scenario than normal, but thanks for watching. I'm going to send invoices now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.